No.
A lot of spaces between the plants. I have oats on Old Rage, but I've never actually grown them.
Are you just going to turn around and go up and down, or?
No, I'm going to do a headland.
Okay.
2 headlands, I think.
It's interesting to know if there's a difference between the straw.
As far as yield?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I know yield is... Okay, so now I need to actually go the other way.
No, I don't think so, Kev.
Yield is tied to... The straw yield is tied to the crop yield, so...
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh, let's not going this way. Alright, you want to come empty me now?
Yeah.
I'm almost full.
Alright, 2 seconds, yeah.
I am 98, 99. I'm full.
At least it'll be a lot easier to compact the pit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go armor.
So, as you can see, we're still in the midst of the Monkey Show Gives Back Christmas charity event, which will end this week, actually, on my birthday, which is November 20th. We're real close to our goal, real close. I'd really like to get there this week. So, obviously, all the money goes to help a deserving family. Buy some Christmas presents for their kids on Christmas, because without our help, they're not going to be able to. We've raised quite a bit of money already. I set a goal of $500. I'd very much like to reach that goal. We'll reach it regardless, because I will probably put in whatever's left. But if you are considering a donation, the links are on the Twitch page, they're also on the YouTube page, and they're also on my Facebook page, Bipolar Profit Gaming on Facebook. And any amount is greatly appreciated, and thank you so very much to everybody who's already donated, and to anybody who's considering donating from the bottom of my heart. This one's important to me. This is the one I work the hardest on during the year, and the one I look forward to the most as well. So.
BP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too is next week. If not this week, so coming week after.
Well, the 14th is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Next Sunday is the 19th.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So
for all intents and purposes,
you're a week younger than you thought.
For all intents and purposes, is there much difference between 19th, which is a Sunday, and Monday, where not that many people watch my streams anyway? So I'll end it on the 19th then.
It's on a Tuesday, so no, Wednesday. Even the 22th.
20th is a Monday.
Yeah, right. And 22th is on a Wednesday. And 20th. My
birthday is Monday, the 20th.
Yeah.
That's why I picked that day, because I'd remember it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be likely to remember it. But I'm not going to... Monday, my Monday streams are... I don't know what it's going to be that week, whether it's going to be Old Ridge or Drum. Probably be Drummered, I would imagine, because Old Ridge is pretty much finished up for the winter now, but...
Well, yeah, because you should be your Drummer or Aldridge this week, Drummer again next week.
Yeah, I may just do Drummer, to be honest, this week anyway, because, like I said, Aldridge is pretty much done for the winter now. Oh, a couple of fields left to plant, but...
Travis, you can stay there.
Okay.
I see you. We are almost back.
Okay. Oh, I see you. Okay.
Now I'm leaving straw, but I don't know that we're going to bail this or not. If we don't, whatever. I forget how small this header is. I keep missing bits on the end.
Where are you, Travis?
I'm just down from the corner there.
You really think we're going to get that 45-foot header on this? Well, I mean, we could. Make one pass.
There's a big field of soybeans, Kevin, up in field 12.
Field 12.
Yeah, which is why I got the bigger harvester.
Okay.
Armor is doing something to a tree that if you're under whatever age shouldn't be watching.
Nope, the fight. Okay.
Yes, Armor.
Oh, I gotta turn that off. That's just gonna flash and annoy me.
I'll just do this field quickly, seeing as I've already set it up for there.
Which field are you doing?
7.
Alright, yeah. No, because I got the bigger harvester, because
We have
13 and 12 are or wheat crops.
Is somebody available to cart for him?
Well, he's a big. He only needs somebody to empty. Won't do that.
Okay.
I think you two can do it when you are waiting.
Yeah.
Thanks to the unique way that the Kamiya puts out straw, this is going to need to be raked.
Travis, I'm full there.
Okay.
You did want the straw off this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I may as well.
That's what I think.
Last time I can actually remember the last time I used this was the first harvest on Old Ridge.
Did you put it up in the pit by the cows, Travis? You did.
Yeah, I did.
It's one of those combines that you sell as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, because I got that Russian job that then caught on fire, and then I bought Shawnee's TC, which I've had ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's a nice little harvester.
It's all right, yeah.
It's an improvement on the. I was just going to all tip, but it's not all tip.
It was a massive big deal when it first came out.
But yeah, no, it is because it was much better than the little one you got in 13.
Yes.
Before.
Because at least it was new.
Yeah.
And I think somebody told me, and I forget who it was, that Kamiya basically means bipolar prophet because it means handsome and reliable, I think.
Is that what bipolar prophet means?
Yeah. Well, incredibly good looking and well hung, I think, would probably be
This
more. So anyway, so much for the,
Peter fan 17. Did you not get in, Peter, no?
so much for Peggy 3.
No, I didn't.
Alright, what was wrong?
What happened?
The password.
Oh, it's the usual password.
BPGCOMM.
COMM.
Yeah,
Never change passwords so we don't remember.
I'm trying that, but that's wrong password. I asked
Cap
you.
Locks off.
Cap locks off.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
it's
tried
all
that.
lowercase.
Nope.
Give us a shout when you're getting about 90% there, Travis.
Yeah, I'm at 78.
I think it's kind of funny that, like,
90.
everybody's going back in time. I don't know why you'd ever stop playing this. I mean, I think Farm Sim.
Well, because 17 ran better on my old computer than this did.
I'm full.
And
Well, but
I only put it on this computer, a couple of weeks ago.
when I got when 17 first came out, and I hadn't had this one yet, the new rig yet, and I put it on the Abacus, and I was like, it doesn't like that very much.
But you could turn the settings down a lot more in 17, which meant you could
Yeah,
get more crayon effect but better FPS.
it was only a couple days before this was done. Anyway, so I don't think I actually did anything. I think I just loaded it up and took a look at it and went, "Wow, that's very pretty." And thank God I have a new computer because I wouldn't have been able to make videos.
So it was like you getting a new
you full,
game when
Kevin?
you got the computer anyway.
Nearly. I'm on 95%.
Okay, I'll come get you as soon as I dump this.
Okay, thank you.
And what really annoys me is that Newbie Farm is happily sitting at 61 frames a second without the tiniest bit of fluctuation. But Old Ridge, I'm lucky to get 30 because I've unoptimized it so much. There's so much stuff going on in the background at Old Ridge that just doesn't even need to be there anymore, but I just can't be arsed to go through it. Although it is winter in Old Ridge, and it is traditionally winter edit time, so I should probably have a go at fixing it, I guess. Getting rid of some of the men under the stairs bits.
No. I'm feeling like
You have all the mods. You do.
Yeah.
You unzip the big.
I have
folder.
no problem starting the game, but then I get the wrong password. Is it something I'm forgetting here? Max players 2.
You should be able to do
there
all of
should
it
be-
lowercase.
16. Have you got the right? Oh, do you know you're on Fs15? But you're on the right server. You are.
International?
Yeah, and it's called BPG goes back or something.
The monkey show goes back.
Yeah,
and
Monkey
I
Show
got
goes
that
back.
one. I got one.
And it should be 16 players.
It comes up with 2.
Yeah, put that up to 16.
Yeah, I said that too.
I changed it to 16, and then all the others are off.
Go into the bottom where it says map and change that to newbie, and then refresh, and it should show.
Okay. There are only one newbie farm.
Yeah, and how many people are showing there?
Should be 5 of us.
Yeah,
Right. 5, 6.
6. I may as well wait on the bigger side.
Sorry, I'm got some lag
right.
going on.
Well, that's it. Stay there.
There we go.
That's right. I was moving back so I could get my 5-power trailer. It's the size of this header, you're not going to get into.
Yeah. A little big for that combine, but
Well, I got the big header because it has the wheels on it, as opposed to messing with the header. Trailer.
Right, I thought you didn't want a dolly trailer.
It was the one that could fit underneath that pipe.
This thing. Yeah. I forgot about that. This pipe is very small.
I'm
Yeah.
more full there now.
And it just
Thank you.
fits. Because
No luck, Peter.
No.
we don't have the Marshall installed, do we?
No, because that's a DLC. Well, it's up. It's technically a
Peter,
DLC.
do you have it?
I don't know,
Yeah.
Peter, because I've never done multiplayer.
is that the password you're using, Peter? I just put it up in Discord.
Okay.
I'll send it as well.
Now, please don't take this as an insult, Peter, but I know that your language has a couple of extra letters. And I don't know if your keyboard has a couple of extra letters or not, so just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be an ass, I'm really not. I'm just trying to go for everything.
I wouldn't think so either. No worries.
No, it should be.
I had one letter wrong, actually.
Alright.
Thank you, Travis.
You're welcome.
One letter wrong will make all the difference.
And sometimes when you're trying to talk over it, it's very hard to understand.
Oh,
No, maybe.
There we go.
No,
Ours underscore 000.
There we go.
Nice.
It's going to be awkward in a minute when it comes back on, though. Okay. I'll live with it. It's fine.
it's just me. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
It's okay. We got you in anyway.
I'd
Peter.
rather you be in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No.
David, you'll probably want to get him a trailer, because
Trust me,
he can trail Kevin then.
Yeah,
I'm used to the
absolutely.
epically long synchronizings of Farm Sim 15.
yes, look.
Oh God! Everybody.
Should we just call you ass? Is that
just
what
randomly?
Oh, dear.
Peter, Peter, any preference in tractor and trailer?
Tractor and trailer, okay.
What you want?
There's a tractor there, I used to bring the header up.
Trailer is fine.
Well, you know what? If you're going to bail, you're going to need to rake first, because this Kamiya is
Do you
not
want
so
to
much
get Do you want to rake? So, Peter.
the big header will be fine.
Rake?
But this Kamiya,
Yeah, I'll get you the smaller headers, or smaller rake is probably the easiest for you.
the little the
two-sided
two-fan
one.
one, yeah.
We need one more to get to empty Kevin.
That's right.
Because this Kamiya puts down straw right on top of itself because it's so small. So does the TC for that matter. That's why I always have to rake all my straw image too.
Oh, lag.
There should be a truck and a tractor and trailer off the shop, Kevin, if you want to drive it over to yourself.
Okay.
How much do you have in that, Roy?
21,000. I've got 17 so far.
17. That's not actually. That's not as bad as I thought. It's not as bad as it originally looked like it was going to be. So it's soil mod. This would be about 14.
Yeah, you can just unhook that thing, Peter.
Yeah, with soil mod it'd be a slightly.
We're going
lower
up and
yield,
down now.
but-
Yeah, because it's almost. Well, it's not almost.
I
It's
love it.
physically impossible to get 100% yield on soil.
I forgot about those triggers under the potato and wood chip or potato and.
Yeah, and you drive over them and they.
I was like, what's in my trailer? I've got 600 litres of potatoes. And if it was 17, I could just dump it on the ground.
Oh, now you can
I
use
could
the
have
big
put in
X.
placeable piles, and you could have dumped them wherever you want.
Now you can use the big X for compacting because that is the heaviest thing in the game.
It is. Although that T9 is probably pretty heavy too, and with double wheels on it.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's not a thing, but
Well, we have the big tracked case as well. The big, what's that big?
How do you get the parking
Quad
brake off?
control space.
or
Left control space.
Left control space. Don't press your clutch in either, otherwise your tractor is going to go very, very slow.
Okay.
This is my own version of drive control, and it's hard coded to use clutch as your inching button because I like the inching feature. But
I think it'll probably be best if I let you go around and then catch up with you.
yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this edge off right here.
Yeah,
So I'm going to come down and then come back again and square that edge off.
Yeah, so I'll go on
Hey.
into.
I'm at almost
How
80.
full you? Yeah, that's grand. I'll catch on the way down. It's. Tire tracks are definitely nicer in 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're more here. They're just kind of tracked.
Yeah, they
I'll go there, Travis. You must.
and they kind of float.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like they're kind of more defined in 17.
Yeah. Tire dirt was the business. That's I wish we had that in 15.
Oh, the tire dirt. They make the tires dirty. Yeah.
The dirt that comes off the the back of the tire.
Yeah. Well, that's a mod in 17.
Well,
it?
technically, but it's a giant.
Giant add-on mod, but it's.
Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to put that in there.
So where did you put the rake?
Oh, it's down at the shop, Peter. It's.
Okay.
Did you play Newbie Farm in 17?
Yeah, 17, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the same place as 17.
I'm going there.
All right, you know what you could do? You want to just pull up, right? Like I'll come to you.
That has a low hitch, Kevin, didn't it? That trailer.
Yeah.
And then I could just hit you every time I turn around.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta get a little closer. Probably too close.
Yeah, I'm just bringing you back now.
Yeah, no, I was watching your stream there. I'd seen you driving down.
Kev, do you need to be unloaded?
No, so I got a trailer now.
He's got his own.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'll sort myself out.
Alright.
Going on to that side, so it's when you come back up. Okay.
Yeah, so if you park at the end of the row there.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to follow me around.
Yeah, Travis, if you wait up there, I'm at 47, so I'll get the up.
Okay.
Couldn't follow the road around, Kevin?
No.
No.
He's taking advantage of all the non-collidable fences again.
No.
Yeah.
I'll try through where you don't harvested.
Now you know why there's glidable fences.
I like collidable fences.
Oh, I am such a massive fan of seeing the hedges, but not there being a real thing.
Yeah.
And not because I want to drive through them, but because on the rare occasion but on the constant occasion that you don't put enough headlands on something, or Courseplay decides it wants to take a 17-mile wide turn.
Right, but if I don't, well, I haven't actually tried it in right, but you have the actual barrier, so did they see that in the hedge?
No, these hedges are paintable, so they won't have any.
No, in the one you have now with the collidable hedges.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they see it.
So the AI should see that and avoid it.
Yeah, it'll leave whatever the gap between the hedge and its implement is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
Courseplay doesn't always follow that rule, I found out.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think it would turn the same way a hired worker would turn, and for the most part it does. But occasionally it decides it needs to make some massive sweeping turn to come around, and invariably will get stuck in everything. Now, just the fact that you have trees on the edge of the field kind of defeats the, the drivability aspect, but because it's always been my luck that Courseplay, regardless of how many trees are on the map, Courseplay will find the one tree that it can hit.
Yeah.
It's always the life.
But if you the one thing that is bad is that if you're using hired workers and they come across a barrier in front of them, they will stop and reverse
I
back
just
over
had
the
a
crop.
huge lag spike.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
So if you've got crop destruction on, that might be something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, in
but I
17,
think
though,
the
they
modules there that if you're hired worker, it turns off crop destruction.
it turns
Okay.
off crop destruction and Courseplay and hired workers, so
Okay.
you don't have to worry about that.
I don't know what's going on.
When I
Well,
see the ground texture says
My wife is streaming a movie, so
It could be that you're still loading shaders, Travis.
That
You
too.
haven't around the map
Yeah.
to load them all in.
yeah, I haven't run all the way around, so it's probably a combination of things. So
Well, the
We're
fact
not
that
on
your
a
wife
we're
is
going a straight line now, so we should be good now.
streaming a movie takes a massive amount of bandwidth
Yeah.
for a 24 frame per second, 5.1 whatever. It's the audio.
I think my router's about to die too, so I need to call them and see if I can get a new router.
I gotta say the downgrade in internet speed is significant,
Killing.
but the
Yeah.
downgrade in what it costs
But
is,
it's not
It's
affecting
significant.
your streaming or anything, though, is it?
I don't know, is it?
Is it just uploading your video? No, you look good. Is it just your videos and not
It's-
uploading that will kill it?
It's, well, uploading was uploading because I can only ever upload, as fast as YouTube ever wanted me to anyway.
Steam, like Steam,
David, you're too close.
I'm at 68%.
Steam, even though you had better internet, Steam still downloaded to me faster.
You downloaded faster off Steam than I did, but I could, if I
Oh, where
downloaded
you
off
going?
like Mod Hoster,
No,
where,
go on. I'm
where it was
stopped.
actually hosted at Mod
Okay.
Hoster, I could download a mod in a second.
Right, okay.
But
They don't restrict their downloaders.
no, they don't seem to, because I've downloaded like all the big John Deere tractors and stuff, which were all pretty high. I mean, they're high poly, so they're high MB, and I mean, I do 500-600 megabytes in less than a second. So,
Right.
like, so fast that Google couldn't even show me.
Yeah.
So I do miss that, but I don't miss the massive bill.
Yeah.
I'm at 80 now.
Yeah, no, I'm right behind Travis. As soon as you move up, I'll
Alright.
follow him. But if I go any closer, I'll be picking it up.
Yeah, it'll...
It's quite a good yield off this.
It is, actually. It's better than, like, you've already dumped.
Yeah.
I just noticed it.
Well,
It's
they
a
were
lot
all
better than it
fertile. Well, I think 12 and 13 weren't fertilized.
Okay,
The
cool.
rest were.
Because considering all you're doing is going, doing two passes and you're 27%.
Yeah, it's funny that the density of this looks very spotty, but the actual yield is pretty good.
But I think that was 15 in general anyway, isn't it? The density wasn't great.
I don't know. What's the wheat probably looks a lot more dense than this does.
I've now
We have
Kevin's
wheat somewhere?
harvested it.
We had wheat.
What was the wheat like,
Like-
Kevin? The density on it?
It looked dense, yeah.
Yeah,
looks
see, this
alright.
just
Yeah.
looks spotty.
It looks alright.
I can tell
The
you
corn
that,
looked dense.
that
didn't-
barley,
didn't pay
and because
attention.
I grow mostly barley, obviously, and on Old Ridge, and of course I'm using a different texture, and I turned the density up a little bit. So there isn't the big gaps between the plants.
Oh.
You don't only have the default density in this, right? Do you?
Yeah.
Whatever the multi-fruit. This is the multi-fruit package, right?
Yeah.
You didn't do anything to it? Yeah.
No.
Because I think the density is set by default to that to 0.85 or
Yeah.
0.85. So you could actually turn it up quite a bit. Now that's obviously
So-
going to affect your frame rates, but
Yeah.
So the soybeans and stuff over there should be lower density because that are multi-fruit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing in 15 I don't miss. The corn is invisible some places.
it's still invisible in 17, isn't it? Don't you
Yeah.
still get the invisible row of corn?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's
Yeah, because
That's
The
the
only
way
thing you can
rows work in the game, yeah.
yeah.
The only
It's
thing you
like
can see is
it's like half a row.
Fertilize. You can see fertilize there. It's
Yeah,
fertilize there.
because a row has to be so far apart.
Yeah.
So, but it still reads it as being in the ground.
So I'm sure everybody watched David Oldfield's video today about spraying, right?
Yeah.
Talk about, did you see? Now, listen, I hate that game with a passion that burns deep inside me. Everybody knows that. But that corn, god damn, that corn looks good.
No, it does. It's got certain aspects of it that looks good. I mean, when it becomes a fully functioning working game, yes, but it still has a lot to be done.
I'm just going to say this now, just so there's for 100% transparency. So there was nobody asking me when that becomes a game and when it gets released on Steam. Me personally, will not play. I will not be playing it. I won't. So there's your answer to that question. You guys are obviously welcome.
Yeah,
to
I'm at
play.
85, Travis.
Do whatever you want with it, but I will not be playing it. I don't like the way Master Braun treated me or the guys from GCSG.
No, I mean, I understand. But my hope would be the Giants look at it and decide this is what we need to do as a game or implement it.
Travis, you
Yo.
need to come
Okay.
down here.
Like, to be honest, the sprayer itself, I wasn't all that impressed with.
Come down where?
Like, whatever.
Oh,
we
down
have
there.
Down
Never
the
mind.
end of the field. Yeah, I'm done.
Yep.
Yeah.
we have sprayers just that good in farm sim.
Well, that's but I mean,
The particle system, way better. Way better.
Did you watch the second one he put out, the animals?
I haven't watched that one yet. No.
All right, where he was chasing the animals with the horn. But like there's animated into you go in and you pick them up with the trailer and you pick specific animal. Like there's each animal is specific. It's not just 10 cows or whatever. It's specific cows.
Yeah.
Each animal has a name, right? Are they still doing
Yeah.
that? Yeah, see,
I
that's
don't
right.
know, but like it's more in depth.
And again, fantastic. And it's annoying to me that they had to be such assholes because the animal part of that game looks fantastic. And I'd be all about that. But
The thing is, it depends on how much. But then, is it too niche a market for it to be a success? Is the other thing.
I don't think they care, which is good. I mean, that's great. And I certainly expect everybody to play it. I just will not. I have principles, and I don't like the way they treated Monko, who is my friend. I don't like the way they treated me. And that's, that's the bottom
right,
line.
Kevin.
So.
Yeah, the straw on the off this looks weird.
Is it?
Oh, it's soybeans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's all the soya. Oh, we don't have chopped straw in, though. So you won't
No,
get
we
the
don't.
full coverage of soya trash that you get off of a soybean harvest.
He's harvesting Ray. Yeah, doing the big field. Ray field.
Yeah, it's not. It's because it's the what you call it. It's the extra fruit is probably they're using a different.
It'll use the wheat. Everything's
Oh, it's
wheat.
using a bright yellow. It uses like.
Oh. Well, I want to come see that.
It looks
No,
really
he's
weird.
He's doing Ray, the 13 field,
Roy, yeah.
not the 12.
Oh, and we don't have a Rywin row in apparently, right?
Well, it's the default.
Multi-fruits.
I remember the multi-fruit used to be very bright.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than putting apples in a trailer when you're trying to harvest soybeans.
Well, yeah.
We don't know that. What it's gonna be.
Just as an aside, now I know that this isn't technically set in England, but harvesting soybeans as a consumption crop is illegal. in the UK.
It is.
It is.
It is.
They're a GMO. You guys can't have GMO stuff. Oh, you can only grow them as seeds for export. And since I didn't see a Soya UK building anywhere, Roy, I have one if you'd like it. I'm just saying.
I just know that soybeans are illegal.
Yep.
I'm full.
It is illegal to sell soybeans in the UK for consumption. They can only be grown as seeds.
Is that human consumption? So
human
you
consumption.
basically grow them for seeds for somebody else to grow them.
Yep.
Is that the whole purpose of growing them?
They get exported. Soy UK takes them and processes them. Puts the coating on them and everything, and sells them to other countries.
But as a farmer, it's irrelevant where it goes.
I give a shit. Yeah, I give a shit where they go.
That's what I'm saying. You're selling it to whoever pays you whatever money for it. So,
yep.
Whether they're for consumption or whether somebody dumps them at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Once they pay me, don't care. Yeah. They go to Soya UK. A truck comes, picks them up. They put them on a train. They go off to wherever they go to get processed. Yeah. They get sold in China. See ya. Yeah,
they may as well be, if they're a supermarket in Beijing or a supermarket in London, makes no odds.
It's just like the potato washer. It is also illegal in the UK to wash produce. So, which I didn't know until after I'd gone through the trouble of installing all that stuff in GE on the map. And then I'm like, well, now I can't use it. So, okay, that's all going to go now. So that was a wasted weekend.
I wait till they leave the EU and then they're all different.
Okay, this bunker's full.
Is it full? You sure?
Yep. Won't let me dump anymore.
There's a definite limit on these clamps.
If you're in your F1 menu, it should tell you, Travis.
Yeah, it's at 99%. It shut my unload off.
Right.
It's full.
So
off to the BGA.
You still have the open silo, Roy, in this. Have you a multi-fruit silo in this?
Should have.
It let me dump into the
Yeah, you can put it into the silo. Yeah.
You're not going to put chaff in this.
No.
It's a multiplayer. We can just.
I don't think the silo can take chaff.
Don't we have a BGA?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's letting me empty it into the.
Into the clamp or the silo. Okay.
Yep.
I can't see it from here, so whatever.
I didn't have very much, so that was a test run. We can take it to the BGA. That's fine.
It's multiplayer BP. We're not too worried about.
I know, but there's just.
Oh, hang on, no. There's two silos. There's two silos, isn't there, on this map?
There is.
One at the end.
All right. Where are you?
To your right.
I'm coming to you, Roy.
Yeah. Or did I take that one out?
Besides, we could just dump it anyway because we don't need the money.
Yeah. Right. We don't. Right.
The BGA is all the way down.
Oh, you do. Down the bottom,
that's good though. It's a good part.
So if you want to drive there, get the second truck with trailer for Travis then, because he's gonna have a long way travel with the tractor.
All right, what's next?
I'm at 91 there, Travis.
There's field 8, 10, and 11. I don't know what. Sunflower, sugar beet.
You can pull it up.
Yeah.
Which does a trail sugar beet harvester over in the shop.
Travis, you can pull it up nearby.
Sunflower.
You want to reset that, David?
10 and 11 is sunflower.
Okay.
Travis.
Sunflower.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say. You can be nearby me because David's trailer is about before yours, so you can always be. His trailer is always going to be picked first.
Right.
Actually, do we have the corn header? I'll do the.
No, I didn't buy a corn header, but I'll buy
the sunflowers.
I'll do the sunflowers, and then I'll do the sugar beets.
Yeah, I'll put. There.
And while you're buying it, reset that. That sugar beet rig up
Is
there.
it only me that can reset as well?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Black Fox, how you doing? Welcome. What's going on? Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is with me and like stuff that doesn't belong in silos. It's just a thing. And I'm so dumb.
9 meter. No, you only the small one.
I only have the small one. It won't run the big one.
4.5 meter.
Yeah, whatever the.
Yeah, you don't want to look in the silo.
Yeah,
just saying.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't care about that.
I used to have 2 silos on here. One was for straw grass and all of that.
Well, it's like the thing on Old Ridge, right? It's the same setup because that has 2 silo systems too. And that was the very first thing that went. Like I'm like, no, that's good. I get it. It's handy. You know what I mean. But for me, no. Bulk grass and stuff is just not my thing.
All right. If anyone gets their vehicle reset,
I was just dropping all over the place. I'm trying to dodge this shit.
Well, you did say reset.
Yeah. Like I literally just missed getting that defoliator dropped on my head. All right, Ray. I'm gonna go have a bio real quick, and I'll come back and we'll do those sunflowers.
Yeah.
Be right back, everybody.
What do we do with a straw?
We need a baler. I'll buy a baler.
Okay.
Okay, a furry dragon and pick it up.
Or
and put
on
it
a
in
fire
silo.
dragon. We can do that. Actually, that's probably easier.
don't tell BP.
We can dump it in a silo.
Yeah.
Yep.
And are we selling the straw right off?
No, just dump everything in the silos on the farm, Peter.
Okay.
It's only a one-off. We're not coming back again, really. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take off lead.
And
Yeah, both you are not even
I go
dumped
to
yet,
the
so-
shop then and get the...
yeah, there's a
I'll let
power
user take
dragon
it.
in the harvester, or there's a power dragon in shop. It's the big one, so you need a big tractor.
Yeah,
he's got,
I got
he's
the
got
big
a
one.
tractor.
Yeah,
We have big
The T8.
dates.
Has he got
yeah,
the dough?
it's the biggest forage harvester.
I like the Deutz.
Where did
Alright.
Kevin go?
I like the man.
I saw in harvester here.
I'm harvesting.
You like the man?
His harvester.
Oh, okay. That looks
He's
orange.
between-
That's true.
Yeah, he's between the harvester and the tractor.
I like the T8s.
Two jobs.
And in 17 I like the Voltras.
Yeah, I like that big case I had yesterday, but I'm driving the truck today.
Have you figured out your controller, David?
Well, I turned off shuttle control.
These sunflowers are a bit tall.
And
No, I mean with
it's
the
still not-
sensitive.
It's still not straight, no. Like, if I just steer by it, it's a bit better, but it still steers to the left or to the right. But it's not so bad.
Did you figure out? And Roy, did you figure out the steering wheel?
Yeah, it's all working now.
You needed to unplug everything. That was the
No.
joystick or something.
No, it was combined pedals.
I said that to you.
That's what BP said. I
Yeah, I
wasn't
said it
listening.
Because I know it's combined pedal. Because in 17 you don't need combined pedals.
Yeah,
And
but when you're
because-
trying to set everything up, it's a bit hard to
And I
try
didn't
to work
play,
out what everything is.
I didn't play much of 15. So I
No,
was still
because
doing
they-
a lot of league racing as
yeah.
well at that time.
Yeah, no, because I was thinking, no, I played logging now. Why do my pedals doesn't work now? Yeah, I played 17 before. I need to activate combined pedals.
Just noticed this fence is really crooked.
It's too late now, right?
Not much of a carpenter, huh?
I blame Kevin trying to drive through the fence.
Hey, I'll get flagged in there.
That's probably what happened, yeah.
I noticed one part of the fence route. You left the crash detector in, right?
Yeah, I know, I'm standing on it.
Yeah.
I found it by accident.
There is no video proof of me hitting that fence at all. So.
I like your fields, David. Right, they're more up and down on this map, this version.
They are.
A bit hillier. I didn't do much Newbie Farm in 17, but
Yeah, that hill in field 11, you should bring that back.
Yeah, that's a hill, all right.
Yeah. I flattened it out because everybody was saying that in real life the trailer would tip over or something.
Not at all. Have you seen some of the angles the trailers go in fields?
No, not really.
That's one pass round, and that's been a combine and 50%.
Alright, good G, and that's not even
fertilized.
fertilized. If I can see. Traffic jam.
I can't see. Fucking trees. No, go figure. There'd be a tree right where I need to be able to turn.
Did you hit a tree, David?
I did, because I'm in third-person view. So if I did BP, but hit the tree.
Alright. Whoa, why are we going so fast?
These sunflowers are too dense.
We've no limit either on this, right, do we?
We have limits. I'm metal,
No,
pedal to metal.
No limit to silos?
No limit on the silo.
No. That was introduced in 17, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was a mod. There was a mod that would impose a limit on your silos in 15, but I would never get anywhere near it anyway. So now, would it not make? Yeah, no. Let's not do that.
I think
sunflowers are a bit dense.
I think you two can take all of this. I hope so.
Let's park at the end.
You can get the normal harvester, so you can start doing harvest as well, David. Because this is only. If you can buy a New Holland harvester, the big one or something, I can help Kevin harvest after this.
I'm at 83% on this, so.
That's a real tree.
Yeah, I'd say you head off there, Travis, and I'll follow because you won't get all of it. Although, no, you just get a trailer full of whatever you get, we may as well leave it at that because.
Yeah. We don't really care.
No. I'll guess. Did you get the forage or the pickup wagon, Peter? You did.
Yeah. I'm working.
You can get
with
the one if you can get the harvester to me instead. You can do some harvesting instead.
How are you getting? We have 2 harvesters. We get you a little one, Armo.
I see. It's funny. The forage wagon doesn't get dirty at all.
It takes a while.
It should do, but it takes a while.
The tractor is all muddy, but the wagon is shiny and new.
Alright, I'm full.
Oh, Roy, and these trees. Who puts a tree right in the last row of the field?
Roy does.
And it's like you grow off the edge of the field, just like corn does. So, because it's the same thing. This is just corn.
Yeah.
Say that. Oh, there may be no. Or the sunflower is the same as corn.
Dang. Roy, do you see anything over that?
No, not really.
Dang, the sunflower is high.
Yeah, you can hide a combine in there.
Yeah, you can't. I can't. That's why I can't do it in the cab because I can't see. All I see.
Can you chef sunflowers?
I don't think it's set up for that.
Oh, I don't have a fronting on this right now.
You should be able to chaff them. They're just corn to the game, so.
I'm gonna do a fast test. It's gonna take much.
I've never actually done it, but.
Oh, the pipe's on the other side, isn't it?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back around. I just needed a little room to.
Yeah, you can chef it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just corn with a different texture. Is all it is.
Yeah.
Is that one? No, that doesn't have a front.
One cool thing about chopped straw with sunflowers, though, is the amount of trash it leaves. I mean, it leaves a foot of trash on the field afterwards.
Okay.
Which I guess if ploughed into a field would add.
You would get a little bit of a end bump with soil mod from it.
Yeah.
Dang, it's gonna take a while.
And in PK are never the problems with soil mod. It's in pH. You put lime down, and everything goes alkaline. You don't put lime down, everything goes acid. It's a constant struggle. And since I muck my fields, 4 or 5 times in a winter, I'll have N levels of like 105 before I plant.
What's the yield like on this?
It's sunflowers. It's 60. I've been around almost twice now. It's 60%.
Yeah, so it's not that good.
Yeah, it's sunflowers.
Were they fertilized? I don't know. Were they fertilized? They were.
Yeah, they was fertilized.
You got to remember, you're only taking sunflowers are 90% trash. You know what I mean? So you're only taking the seeds. So. Now, whether or not that's actually
sorry, Peter.
built into the game, I have no idea.
No flashing light, Peter. I didn't see you.
Yeah. I could see your name, but I couldn't stop.
User. There he goes.
Sorry. User and ERS 000.
I feel like we've been sucked into Tron.
User. Or Transformer. Are you username Ladiesman174? What? Are you username Ladiesman6174? At least nobody had an overtly filthy username for, for that. Like, what's your name on your computer? I love anus. Good.
That is good for when you have Steam. The Steam name comes up instead.
Well, luckily my computer is actually called Bipolar Prophet, so...
No, mine is called my real name.
And the Abacus is actually... I renamed the Abacus to be called the Abacus, so...
I don't know what my computer name is.
God only knows with you.
Yeah.
Well, it's apparently Drako, because that's what your name is showing up as.
No, that's his Steam name.
Oh, that's his Steam name.
No, that's not his Steam name, actually.
No,
his Steam name is Cavalier Roy.
It depends. You can put it in. I had put mine in yesterday, but it didn't save.
Farm Sim, I've always gone with Drake.
It takes whatever your computer name is if it joins copy.
Now, the funny thing about this all is that I know, like everybody knows my real, and I know everybody's real name, but I don't know Roy's real name. Like, I don't know what his real name is.
I don't think Roy knows what his real name is.
I don't think Roy knows his real name.
Oh, actually, that may not necessarily be true, Roy.
Yeah, you do know
I may actually do know your real name. Come to think of it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay. I'm not going to blurt it out or anything, but...
Okay, this one looks weird.
You want to, oh, stay right there. I'll come to you. I have capacity to make it that far.
Yeah.
I just need a little bit of headland to get around these trees.
What trees?
What trees? It's a good thing I didn't have a bigger header on this. I would have been able to make the turn at the bottom of the field.
Alright, I think you need to fix the windrows.
This is 15, you do realise that.
You're not going to fix anything.
Yeah. He's giving up on this.
Yeah.
You never know. I may play it.
True.
Now, I'm 15 is strictly old range. It's the only thing I do on 15 anymore. This is the first other thing I've had in my mod folder ever since.
But see, it's another map you could break and then get onto the map editor and go broke your map.
Well, I think I'm past breaking Old Ridge now. Now it's just cleaning it up. I need to get underneath the map and get all that the people under the stairs crap out from under there because it doesn't need to be there. Oh.
Yeah, no, the reason...
I've moved all the silos back up because I need all the clamps because I need them because you can't delete those. It breaks your animals. But all the other crap that's under there can go now. And I need to get rid of all the I3Ds and get rid of a lot of the scripts that I'm not using anymore. And
the reason BP won't break this map is and say, can you fix it in the editor? Is because I'll never leave the editor then.
Well, the thing is,
here's a new version.
I kind of have a good handle on. I've done nothing. I've done one thing in the editor in 17, and that was make a silo, make a bunker, and then decided I didn't like it and got rid of it. So that was all I've done. Up the top end of Drummond there, where we put all the bales and everything. That concrete bit was originally going to be a ground clamp, but then I was like, I don't really like it there, so I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Help me, Kevin.
Yeah.
Easy enough to do.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for you to help the other harvest or to go into the field that nobody's on yet and start that one?
No, because then it's going to take forever. It's better to do 2 hours than one.
You asked for New Holland one.
I asked for a big New Holland. I said a big New Holland. So...
You got the big
I said a big harvester. I said a big harvester.
I guess that's go big or go home then, huh?
Well, it's like going to the bank and asking for more money. Doesn't mean you're going to get it. Oh, I forgot drive control doesn't do that in 15. Damn it. You can't just hit reverse and have it go backwards. Actually, it can. Oh, because I don't have my config file. That's why. Never mind.
If you come over towards me more, Travis, right to the edge of the header, you'll let me see it.
I was just kind of trying to get slowed down and set up. I'm still getting some lag, so I'm trying not to knock into everybody.
Yeah, that's it. Side screening. I'll say that he's subbing the other trailer as well still. It's over the other side of the field. Okay, I'm empty.
Alright.
So what day is the new one out? It's 14th. So
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
2 days.
So I'm pretty sure we'll be streaming that on Tuesday.
Next, I want to go sugar on this or sugar cane on Newbie.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm home.
Speaking of that,
why wouldn't you?
Is there gonna be a red dirt version of New?
You never know.
A South American version.
Yeah.
Who says it's not a South American already?
I hope that they have done something with the dirt skin so that when the tractors get dirty, they go red.
Yeah.
Armor's coming this way.
I'm not holding my breath, but I'm hoping.
No. But I don't know. Would it be possible to put an extra foil on it, shader on it, just to give it that red tinge?
Yes.
As opposed like they do with the normal, so it covers everything.
You can have multiple dirt skins on a tractor. There's the worst kept secret in Farm Sim. Hence why you occasionally people who can be bothered. You'll have mods. You'll have the lime. Well, it was more in 15. I haven't seen it in 17 yet.
The lime dirt
but you'll have a lime dirt texture that'll get on your tractor when you're spreading lime. Although I did see that lime is now making an appearance in 17.
Well, lime is it's part of the multi-fruit pack that you could install yourself.
Hello.
We had lime on the islands.
Hey.
Did we?
We did, yeah.
I don't remember.
We can't say we used it, but it was there.
Yeah. But with no soil mod, there's no real point for lime.
No, because it's only fertilizer. It doesn't give you a texture or anything. It just gives you the. You would have it with the texture.
On Steffenberg you have lime as well, and caulk.
It doesn't put down the little
thing, isn't it, Sammer?
Yeah, caulk and lime.
I
don't use German for lime.
Yeah. So it doesn't put down the little dots
Swedish
of lime.
No, I would assume because the fertilizer or not fertilizer, manure now puts down a texture.
Yeah.
That's default in game, so I don't see why you couldn't put lime down following that.
I just figured with no soil mod and no pH to worry about, there's no point in having
No, it's only if you want to role play, I suppose, and put down lime every so often.
Which is fine, and I'll
but it doesn't actually do anything.
That might actually make an appearance on Drummer, to be honest. Because with the moisture levels up there, lime is definitely a thing.
Yeah, with the nice big trailed spreader.
No, what I want to be able to do, and I know it's impossible, but I want to be able to mix it with manure, because that's how it's usually done.
But over here it's pure lime, like out back. Got the trailed
manure spreader, almost
trail fertilizer spreader.
Yeah,
that's what they use over here, or something along those lines. And it's pure lime.
Yeah, we are using over here. We take a manure spreader instead.
Yeah.
And put it in, and we do pour manure. Spread this pour caulk. I mean, I'm gonna say caulk because we say caulk in Sweden.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that word. I have a hard time pronouncing the L, so it sounds like something completely different. Say it. I'm gonna go spread some back on my fields. What?
I'll be right back. Need a coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with
No Molly on this map.
No.
You live Kevin, you live nearby, so he can go to you still with the coffee.
Still 3 miles. Cowboys when you get to you.
And Roy gives a lovely cup of coffee when you ask.
Or he could drive there, make a cup of coffee, then
he even breaks the little biscuits.
Yeah, well, he didn't yesterday, and then he went away and got some.
The little jammy ones that are gross as. I have right in front of me, thanks to the food bank, I have Biscoff, Europe's favorite cookie with coffee, and they're actually pretty good. Lotus.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I didn't eat them. I just ate them. I didn't dip them in my coffee or anything. That package is probably supposed to last you a week. It's lasted me 20 minutes.
8 minutes, yeah. They're lovely biscuits, though.
Did you eat all of them already?
Of course I did. Fat.
Are you unloading over there, Kev?
Yeah, I don't know over here.
See, I don't eat all day, right? Now I'm trying to change that because I get loopy by the end of the day if I haven't eaten. Because I'm pretty sure I'm pre-diabetic. Because I'm, pretty heavy for my age. But normally I don't eat all day. Ask these guys, and by the end of the day, I can't even form a damn sentence.
Oh, that's not good.
And then I eat all night. I'll be up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and I'll just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. So I got to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
My blood pressure is. My cholesterol. Last time I went to I think I told you guys the story. Last time I went to the doctor, they texted my cholesterol, and they called me back, right? And they're like, "Your cholesterol." Remember that part from Armageddon with the big black dude, whatever his name was? Your bad cholesterol is shockingly bad. That is exactly what my doctor said to me. He's like, your cholesterol is 650.
650.
That's a lot.
I thought it was supposed to be in single digits.
Wow.
It's supposed to be, for me, for my height and weight, my cholesterol cannot be any higher than 70.
Well, I need to start exercising.
He's like, do you eat a lot of meat? Yes.
You're American, of course you do.
Yeah, but but the kind of meat I eat fucking elk and sheep and.
Hey Peter, your door is open.
You know what I mean?
That's gonna send it skyward.
I rarely ever eat just regular meat. You know what I mean? It's always some kind of game meat or whatever.
Bit laggy there.
Okay.
And he's like,
it looks like the door is still open on your trailer from my perspective.
It's like, how about
Peter?
dairy?
Okay.
Well, not so much.
It's so close.
Dairy.
Okay.
It's close
Coast.
everywhere.
Coast. Discord coast.
F1 wants to institute an even softer tire, or Pirelli wants to institute an even softer tire for F1 next year.
Good.
And they're trying. Well, it's a new specific compound, and they're asking the fans to vote on a name. And the name choices are Mega Soft, Extreme Soft, and Hyper Soft.
Extreme
How
Soft.
about extremely boring?
Well, okay, so because F1 is predominantly a European sport, what you want to bet the answer is going to be hyper soft.
No, it's going to be hyper soft in a landslide.
Unless
I'll be shocked.
Unless it's all French people that vote, then it'll be fuck you soft.
I think it was Mega Soft. They said they're gonna be.
Oh no!
Mega.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's not even professional. Why wouldn't you call it?
Because I heard it on a YouTuber stream. He do Fs15, and he like F1. So he look in the rule books. What the new rules is.
There's a lot of YouTubers out there who like F1 who know nothing.
Yeah, but he knows. He knows because he. Yeah, he knows all every.
I don't know what I would call it, but all those names sound like something. I don't know. They just sound like
so if it's going to be extra soft, how long is it going to last? 2 laps?
Well, how long do the ultra softs last now?
But that's what the
right now ultras last.
Ultras last. They do well. It depends.
Depends on the track. They last.
Weren't they getting 8 laps at Monaco on the ultra softs?
Yeah, that was last year.
But that's all they get. They do the qualifying, and they usually pit by lap 10 in the race.
I bet they just get rid of the idea of putting a new type of tyre in, just give us refueling.
Refueling, exactly. No, refueling is dangerous. Do you know they want to... Do you know... Here's something that you probably already know this, Tornado, but they talked about getting rid of refueling in the WEC.
What?
Okay. How are you going to make a car... Well, listen, not complete... Obviously, they want the cars for a 6-hour race should not have to refuel anything longer. Obviously, you'd have to.
That's gonna be a heavy behind fuel tank.
Yeah, but you know what though? With the horsepower these prototypes are making,
they'll end up then like Formula 1 and restrict the flow.
Yeah.
So you can only use so much. So therefore, whatever you carry is all you need.
They just refueling is terrifying to race sanction. But look at how many cars. I mean, even today, cars still catch on fire because they drive away with the fuel nozzle stuck in the side of the car.
Yeah, that's why we lost it in F1 because I think it was Raikkonen ripped the fuel hose off at Singapore.
Well, it happened at Le Mans this year with one of the rebellions. Not only ripped the fuel hose off, to pull the whole rig down. Damn near killed the cameraman.
Yeah, refueling. I don't know what it is about Europe, but refueling is like the most dangerous thing in the pit stop, and we don't have a lot of that over here.
You know what it is? Ferrari were trying a new system that just failed.
Yeah.
Well, you know the reason why we don't have as many accidents over here is because there's no physical. The way that we refuel cars
you use gravity, isn't it, as opposed to pressurized fuel.
Yeah, but even in WEC, or not WEC, in IMSA and IndyCar, you know, they still use the
they use the hose and the rig.
Pressure hoses, and we don't have as many issues. But
yeah, but Formula 1 was extremely high pressure.
I think that makes a lot of sense then.
I think because they were trying to do it in their however many seconds.
Yeah,
like
the
6
fuel
seconds.
is unbelievable. So when it does leak, it goes everywhere.
I will say that I know.
And it's a mist, as in it's like what you put into your engine to ignite it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so they're putting it in like ready to go straight into the engine. Yeah,
that's the kind of pressure they're putting it in. So once that gets out, and anything hot, instant explosion.
If you take a good look at the IMSA rigs, they're all just tanks that are gravity fed. There's no pressure involved.
Okay. See, like if they're going to go refuel, then why not make a replaceable canister kind of thing, like a sealed unit that you'd put in, and just take out
like the battery they're going to do for the LMP next year.
You know what?
Jump into another
I was just going to say that, Roy. We'll just do it that way. Just have another car refueled, ready to go.
Right, but no, what I'm saying is, yeah.
You take it. You have a trailer behind you.
Then the teams can spend $1 billion a year instead of $500 million. You know?
Well, it doesn't matter what they spend; they'll spend it on something.
Yeah,
that is a very good point because they're trying to do cost cutting in Formula 1, and it's like, okay, to stop them from spending on the end, they're just going to spend on the suspension. Like, that money is not going anywhere.
Formula 1 is supposed to be the top tier of racing technology and everything else. Why is an LMP1 car massively more advanced technologically than...
But see, that's the whole thing. Formula 1 is winning its battle in that it's persuading people that it's the best formula in the world.
But it's not.
No. Well, we know
it's not. It's a media machine that's behind F1.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a media machine that tells you it's the best in the world. It's like telling you that a certain beer from Denmark is probably the best in the world, is what they brand it as here.
I don't know.
I'm not going to lie. Formula E, more exciting than F1.
fucking
Only
right.
because
But
they
my
crash
point,
into each other all the time.
right, but my point is they're branding it as what they want you to think of it as.
Yeah. And you're partially right. They do get close enough they actually get close enough to each other to have incidents. That's the one good part, that they actually get close to each other.
I've been saying this for many years. I used to really like as an American, not having a massive exposure to it, but I did like it. There is no racing in the world right now better than sports car racing. It is the best racing in the world. It's the best racing. It's the most technological. It's the most fun to watch. And it's got the best drivers. How many Formula One drivers have come over to sports car racing?
A bunch.
Right, exactly.
And not to mention, next year we're going to have like a full WEC grid, I think for the first time ever.
Yeah.
They've got 10 GTEs coming in, and they have to turn away GT amateur entries.
Yeah.
That's how many they've gotten.
They're looking at having 77 cars at Le Mans next year. 77, 78 cars at Le Mans next year. That's
I know they're trying to get to 60, and that's going to be a lot because next year they're finishing the garage stall, so they're going to have 60. I don't know if you can fit 70 at Le Mans.
The biggest field ever at Le Mans was 65, I think, in 1970 something. Back when Ferrari, it was late 60s, I guess, when Ferrari was still running prototypes and everything. But people forget Le Mans is an open race. You could just show up and race at Le Mans, right?
Yeah. Well, now they do an invitation system. But yeah, it used to be you could show up with whatever and they let you in.
Yep.
Now it's via invitation. The first 30-something spots go to the regular season WEC cars.
And then if you've ever won at Le Mans, you're in forever. Which means if you say you drove in the 50s and you own a team, you can still put that car in the race.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the
Champions
exemptions in NASCAR,
PGAs.
Which is why you get guys like Bill Elliott coming to race cars at Daytona every year because they got some little team that wants to get in the race. And Bill Elliott's he's only 60, he can still drive, runs 10 laps. Oh. I'm surprised nobody's. I'm sure a couple years. Jeff Gordon's not quite old enough yet, but I'm sure some little team will ask Jeff Gordon to drive for him just to get their car in the race.
It wouldn't hurt. I don't know if he'd do it, but
of course he would.
Actually, he might be looking at taking over. And this is just between us. He might be trying to take over Hendrick Motorsports and Rick retires because he's being groomed for the majority ownership role.
Really?
Yeah, he was already made a minority owner when he got the whole lifetime contract back in the early 2000s. Yep. But he's taken a more hands-on approach to the ownership, and Rick's not getting any older. And unfortunately, his son Ricky died in that plane crash, so the nearest heir to the throne would be Jeff himself.
Doesn't he have daughters? Doesn't Rick have daughters?
I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I'm in front of a computer.
I don't know for certain, but I seem to remember him having.
But I also don't know what the daughters do or if they have any interest in the business.
Well, do they not have interest in all the money Rick Hendrick makes? I mean, he's the biggest Chevrolet dealer in America.
Yeah, he has Heather and Lynn Carlson. I guess his other daughter just got married.
Yeah, and I was pretty sure he had at least one. Yeah.
Oh, he's from Virginia. I didn't know that. But he actually has a Hendrick Automotive Group in the DMV.
I've been to his first Chevy dealership in North Carolina.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he has a automotive dealership here in Woodbridge. That's not too far from here.
I've actually been to Dale Earnhardt's Chevy dealership too. That's the reason I went to Rick Hendrick's, was because I was going to Dale Earnhardt's. It happened to be in North Carolina, and somebody was like, "Hey, Dale Earnhardt's Chevy joint's right down the road." Oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, they just give these guys dealers. Well, they brand them. The driver's name.
Why wouldn't you?
Runs it, but
why wouldn't you? Yeah, Dale didn't. Yeah. Well, although Dale did actually run that dealership as much as he could. Like he ran his farm, you know what I mean? He was on his farm every chance he got. So.
Yep. I miss Dale Earnhardt. I wish he was here to see Junior retire.
Junior wouldn't have retired if Dale was still alive.
Junior probably would have had a much better career too.
You know, that thing that NASCAR put out about, you know, some people say winning was my birthright or whatever and all that. Okay,
I saw that.
Getting your head messed up because your dad dies on a racetrack. I get it.
Yeah.
You were never going to be your father because you didn't come up the way your father did. Your father raced the way he did because first paid better than second. That's all it was.
He didn't want to end up back in the textile mill.
And Junior never had to worry about that. Junior was born, you know, in the money. So he never had to worry about all that. So, okay, you know, it doesn't make me dislike Junior any. I thought he was great. He was never going to... I knew he was never going to be as old. So... Yeah.
I think he would have had a better career. Because he did this because he wanted to be close to his dad. That's why he jumped in the car. And you could tell Dale very much enjoyed having one of his kids actually have talent and race with him every week.
Because unfortunately, Carrie had none. Carrie was useless, unfortunately. But...
Yeah, and then the daughter... we weren't where we were yet with women in racing, so unfortunately it didn't work out.
She wasn't gonna. That wasn't her thing anyway.
It wasn't. She's much better managing.
Yeah, she's a business. She's the business end of it.
Do we
I think she's
have
Dale's agent, actually.
Trailer, no?
Yeah, I'm just driving to the store to my combine and this one.
And yeah, Carrie's out here. No, Jeffrey is out here today.
What was that?
Anything.
Mine's full of sunflower, and we've got another field to do yet.
David, that trailer is you can fit it, the harvest in that one.
In which one?
The Kevin have the big one. You can.
Yeah.
It's
40,000 in this one.
It's precise with sugar beet harvester. You can, but you need to do some wonky.
Oh, come on, get it all. Don't make me come back and have to make one pass of one stalk of some sort. Yes, that'll do. Excellent.
Stay there, Dave. I'm loud, you know.
Are you doing that field ahead?
Yeah. Done. Might as well do it.
Hey, I'm doing 12 with the small New Holland harvester.
So I fielded 10, 11,000, just under 12,000
for the field.
For the field.
Yeah, that's about right for sunflowers. Not particularly high yielding.
Yeah. But high, they give you a lot of money when you sell them, though.
Yeah, they're worth a little bit.
Is that all this field on, Davies?
No, I kind of have the bindle on either side done. I have a lot to do yet. Are you still using that trailer, you are?
Yeah, I'll just go down to my combine and I'll bring you back down for you.
Yeah, just like I'd be a while before I need it again, I'd say.
Okay.
Oh, I can take what's in your combine, Kevin. Oh, no, I can't eat it before he started. Never mind.
We have side beams here.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have to do everything, but just whatever.
Rails TV, welcome. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Farm Sim 15 and Newbie Farm V2. Running through the older versions of Farm Sim until Tuesday when Platinum expansion gets released for Farm Sim 17. Now, obviously, we're going to jump right on that. So, you realize we're going to have to just going to cheat in a ton of money, buy every piece of equipment, and have a look. Yeah. I'm not even going to try to mess with that as a money deal. I just want to play with all that.
Oh, that'll be one mod for keeping so as the money cheap.
Yeah.
Money sheet, dirt rule, and drive control stuff.
Yeah.
Done. And
you know what we should do? Oh, you know what? I wonder if Doral is gonna MR all that stuff.
I would assume so.
Because that would be fantastic.
You use that on the server.
Yeah, MR is multiplayer. I mean, I don't know that we would, but I would use it myself.
If we're only using in-game stuff, we could run MR.
Yeah, but we need Doral to MR all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would assume that will be out at some stage.
Yeah.
I mean, if it isn't out right away, whatever.
He's MR'd everything else in games. So.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, because some of that stuff looks... There's a lot of joints and things on those sprayers, and it would just be cool to watch them sort of bounce.
I said it just means that we'd want to be running with the default stuff, that we're not messing around with looking for mods and editing mods. And...
Yeah. This is a... I can't... Yeah. I'm going to have a bit of... I can't turn, Roy. My back... The steering...
Oh, is that bit of a hill that you on that?
Yeah. The David one's back.
Yeah.
I'm actually stuck.
See, it should be a grass field, right?
Are you stuck?
I am stuck. Whoa! Oh, stop! Speaking of MR. Come on, turn.
See, I can understand now, VP, with driving doing these sugar beets, how you struggle to harvest them. With GPS used to be no problem, but trying to see what you have done and haven't done is new.
Yeah. Oh, and these trees right on the edge of the field don't make it any easier.
I think you like the field.
If I was your contractor, the first thing I'd tell you is get up there and get a chainsaw and get these trees gone. I'll come back when you're done.
Now you know what about the trees, only small.
It's a. I swear it's a, you. All you map guys get together and
Don't mind them, right? Add more trees.
There's always a tree right where you need to see to be able to turn or look or whatever. It's not even so much that they're physically in the way; they're just in your.
Well, in fairness, if you put 14,000 trees on the map, you're bound to get one right.
One's in your way. One or two are going to be in your way.
There's not 14,000 on this map, though.
No, there are not. Oh, am I going to fit under this tree? Yeah, just. Good thing I don't have a bigger harvester.
Do you don't have a forest on this? Yes, you have.
Yeah, there's forestry trees.
Yeah, I can see it on the map now.
There for you, David. The trailer is.
Alright, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, it's
like
still only money at 31%. So.
I definitely cut these birches down and combine these two fields.
Yeah.
Like that would have been probably one of the first things.
Well, in 19 you don't have to anymore.
No.
I'm going to go up again because I needed, like I said, I needed the room to turn around, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to go up and then come back down again.
Okay.
Are we going to do this and go back in time when 19 is coming? Go through 13 to 19?
I would imagine, yeah. The week before 19 drops? Yeah.
Well, 3 weeks before, I suppose, because you do 13, 15, and 17.
No,
I mean, we could really do it and go all the way back to 8.
Yeah. 8 wasn't multiplayer.
Okay, 8 wasn't multiplayer. Where did multiplayer start?
11.
Well, I've never played 11.
And there's a version for 11 as well the year before.
We started on 11, so
we'll have to see it say or the Black Friday sale so for FS11.
Or that's on Steam even.
Pretty sure I'm not going to pay. I'm not paying $30 for FS11. That's for sure. But I would pay. I'd pay 10. You know, I think.
Can you still play multiplayer on 11? Is the thing?
Sure, all on the same server. We're playing on the same server as everybody playing on 17 right now. They're all the same server. They don't change servers. It's not like because the engine's all the same. The fundamentals are all the same, right? So they don't need to change the actual server hardware. You know, the server architecture for it.
So we come with the 19 new engine. Yay!
No way. They would have been out. They would have been all over that if that was the case. Eventually, they're going to have to.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the announcement about 19 start in the summer. Then we know if the new engine and stuff like that.
Well, they've already announced it. Yeah, but they've already announced it wouldn't be a new engine.
They've already said that they're sticking with the engine they have.
Yep, they like what they have and they're sticking with it. And okay, yeah, I'm 92% here, Roy.
Okay.
And I would assume developing a brand new engine isn't easy.
No, 19's already done.
Or cheap.
19's done.
I would say
it's testing now. Get bugs and stuff like that now.
So there's no dynamic terrain then?
No, I can't see it coming in.
BP? Yes, on sunflowers on field 12.
Yeah, there's possibly a square of them because I forgot to change the seeder.
So yeah, you need to go to 12 as well to just the sunflowers.
You told me that I asked would the seeds, would it reseed over it with something else, and you said yes, Armour. You were wrong.
It should do. I did it.
Well, I did too. Didn't change it.
Did you back up and then go back over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you did it. You did, David.
No, I went around it. I went over it the next time I went around it.
Okay.
That could be worse. I could have planted a square of grass in it.
Oh god. In this game it's worse with grass.
What field is that, BP?
What?
Your square of grass in the field.
Oh, 11 north. You mean my drainage path? My drainage path?
Your drainage path. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have a square of grass, or did you get rid of it?
No, it's still there.
Still there.
I forget about it until I'm actually going over it, and I'm like, crap. And then I don't have a plow on the tractor, and I'm like, I'll get it next time.
That's part of it at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you look at fields and they have all their odd bits and stuff, and you're like, why do they not just go in and level it and get rid of that bit? No, they drive all the machinery around it.
Yep. It's just a fucking roller coaster ride over here. Like, I'm seriously worried if it wasn't Farm Sim that this combine would roll over.
Yeah, I think grass, and if you should have stuff like that in your grass fields.
No.
Can we go the other way? Go the other way, so can we...
in field 14 now, Roy, you should put hills like that to deter people turning it to an arable field.
Okay.
Everyone's talking about you like.
Yeah, I'm going up then.
Okay.
Especially now that all you have to do is cultivate it, you don't have to do a whole lot to make it a field for planting something.
Yeah, as long as you don't do rain bales, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have all the hills rolling into the middle and the colloidal hedges, then you'll be fine. They'll just all end up in the middle.
Can I just say that you'd think that would work? But does anybody remember the Donkey Sanctuary round baling episode from about a year and a half ago?
I done, what was it, that map David Oldfield was on it, something Valley. And I remember all colloidal hedges, and I sat there watching the bales roll down over one fence, straight across the next field, over the next fence.
They'll do that at Drummond too. They'll roll down the hill at Drummond and catch the one gap that Scuderia left in the without fail. Catch the one gap that he left in the fence, and roll all the way down the road and end up on the main drive into the dairy farm.
Oh, it's as good a place as anything.
I'm pretty sure there's still a bale somewhere in the woods over there from the very first time I baled those. Silage baled those fields.
And you don't have any in the river from the Donkey Sanctuary?
Yeah, there's still some in the river. There's still one in the river down there. I can see it every time I go up there. I just have no way to get it. It's in the dead middle of the river, and I can't get anything in there.
Yeah. So I reckon somebody should have come up with the... No, they don't reach. So I tried that. Somebody should come up with a really long arm for a telehandler to lift bales.
Yeah. Yeah, the foot loader's not long enough. The telehandler doesn't boom out long enough.
I remember trying to get bales out of there with the telehandler.
But you can get
it's sort of on the edge of the river, but the river gets real deep, and
you have a mother telehandler now as well.
You go in and you drown your vehicle.
Yeah.
What was that on?
Yeah, now you have a mother telehandler. You can. That's reached a long way.
And that John Deere, there's a John Deere that was kicking around that had like a 40-meter reach, but it was ugly. It didn't look very good.
You have a Merlot now. The 30 Merlot with containers.
Oh yeah.
That is in Fs15 now as well.
I figure that bale's been there for 2.5 years. It isn't going anywhere, so.
The bale extension is still sitting there. It is.
But bale extension doesn't. It's underwater, so bale extension thinks it's in a shed.
Okay.
So it'll be there forever.
So there's a way to beat newbie farm. Store all the bales in the river.
In the river,
Yeah.
There's no snow mask in the river. There's a snow mask in the river.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
I thought the snow didn't go in the river.
Yeah, snow mask the river?
Or does it?
No.
So it's like it freezes.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were after blocking out the river.
No, I was going to snow mask it, but I never got around to it.
Every year, yes, right.
I just say snow masking. Snow masking stuff is, man, you think you're done. Like drummer, when I did drummer, I'm like, I thought I was done. I went in and I made it snow, and I was like, ah, crap. And then I was like, oh, nope, still not done. Nope, not done, not done. Finally got it to where I like it, and then decided that I wasn't going to use seasons on drummer. So, especially with grass, with the amount of grass we have to do up there, I can't.
Oh, you do it. You do what you think is a good job, and then you go in and it's completely the wrong angle, or you've missed a bit out, because of trying to get the angle with what you're marking it with a road or something.
Yeah.
Doing grass in seasons is all about
speed,
planning, and timing.
Speed.
Yeah.
Speed. Because if you've got a field now, if there's 80% of, well, no, not quite now, probably 70% of drummer is grass.
Yeah.
There is no way, even with these guys, that I get through it all before the grass starts to disappear.
Yeah.
And I am not wasting all that. I'm not. I refuse.
Yeah.
Drummond is a dairy farm first, and there's no way. Perry would freak. We go out and cut 300 acres of meadows, and then come back the next day, and 150 acres of it is gone. That'd be the end of him. He'd be moving to Spain.
Yeah. I wouldn't be happy.
No, it would have been good if seasons had changed the way hay was done, so that you'd have to leave it in the field for one day, then go and ted it, leave it for 1 day.
Which is what we do, which is what I do in Old Ranch. I cut it all, it sits there for a day when I do hay, I go back in, I ted it, it sits there for another day, and then I windrow it and bale it up.
Yeah. That would be a good change, and might even become something that giants consider doing. For
I think having to now, of course, that would require some sort of crop moisture component to be included in the game. But I think having to ted grass more than once is, and again, it's something you could turn off and on, just like plant withering. You don't want your plants to wither, turn it off, right? You don't want to have to ted your grass more than once, turn it off. But I'd love to be able to have to go in, like over the course of a week, say, and ted your grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it rained, like say you were a little bit bad in your planning, and you went out and cut and you tedded one day, and it rained the next day. Well, guess what? It all turns back into grass, and you've got to ted it again.
Of course, it would require giants to actually include a calendar as well for the weather.
Well, to have an actual see again.
They had.
No, 17 isn't. 17 doesn't have one.
Yeah, there's no weather forecast in 17 anymore, which is unfortunate. I miss that a lot.
But even their old one used to change every time you logged in, didn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't there a special thing you got a mod with soil mod to make the weather stay? Because you'd plan it all ahead with soil mod, and then you'd go in again, and the weather would be completely different.
I will say that I don't pay. I wouldn't. I don't know that I've paid enough notice of it to be able to answer that question. Whether soil mod sort of freezes the weather a week at a time. I don't know. I know that seasons obviously does. When you get your weather forecast for the season, that's it. It doesn't change. But which is okay, unless you're like Roy, and you look at your spring forecast and it rains all 9 days. And well, I won't be cutting any grass this year, will I?
But with seasons also, you have a random chance that even though it's sunny, it might rain that day.
It might rain, yeah. Which is, okay, yeah, I'm all right.
Kev, I'm going to pull just up here and let you pull to me. It'll be easier.
I mean, seasons introduces some good things, but it also makes some bad decisions as well.
Like, I'm all for most of it. Like, I think it's great. I love the aspect of doing things as you would do them in real life. I just, the grass, it's all the grass with me, because grass is such an integral part of the way I play the game, and they make grass impossible to do. Yeah. It's just, it's unfortunate.
And the fact that you can't make haylage.
And the fact you can make haylage. which would alleviate the grass problem in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you make a bale, once you wrap up bale in seasons, it'll happily sit there forever. You know what I mean? But if you don't wrap it, or if you leave it as windrow, see ya. 10 minutes later, it's gone.
Yeah.
Handful.
Oh, hay bales you can leave under cover forever as well.
Under cover, yeah.
Straw bales as well.
Which obviously, you would do that. You know what I mean? It's just like bale extension. Bale extension gives a rat's ass about straw. Now, I wouldn't know this because I never have straw for more than about a week at a time anyway. But I'm pretty sure the straw bales, because I look at the numbers, they don't deteriorate the way a hay bale does over time.
No.
But I don't run out of. I don't ever have enough of any of them to ever have them.
I'm having enough trouble the way it is.
You better hurry.
You gotta watch out for your ass there. He'll run you over.
I know.
I can confirm that
and I can't turn, you stupid.
What was that, Frito?
You're gonna need to speak up, Frito.
You can plant while it's raining.
Bye-bye.
You can, yes. Assuming you can get any traction, yeah.
Well, I think MR, not seasons.
I tell you what you don't want to do is try to plow with MR in a grass field in the rain with a setter tractor. That's not happening.
No, I'm planting poplars right now, and
of course you are. Listen, you know what? Can we start a Kickstarter for Frito so he can do fucking with Wood Simulator, so that because he's really not interested in Farm Simulator. We'll just make him a.
I know I'm farming wood chips.
You're not though. That's not, okay. It's like putting chaff in a silo. I'm just saying.
No, so the wood chips in the silo thing, that's not actually a thing. I read that wrong.
You can't make silage out of wood chips. Cows don't eat fucking wood chips. Jesus Christ, you gonna try to kill them? They'll break down all the. They'll break down all the sucralose in the wood chips into alcohol and they'll blow up.
Yeah.
Kaboom!
Bring a whole new meaning to the word cow patty.
I think you just lost your Peggy 3 rating there, Frida.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't really care about Peggy.
What's that noise? That's just my cows blowing up in the field.
Yeah. Be right. Don't worry about that.
User, easy. That thing's a lot wider than I'm going.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just never played with these in 15.
It's the same thing that's in 17.
Yeah.
We have this one in 17?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never played with it in 17 either.
Oh, this from the guy who who honest to God wants an acre of farm, but then when he comes on multiplayer, comes out and gets the biggest equipment.
Yeah. That's what multiplayer's for.
Like Newbie Farm 19, one field and one little 6 horsepower track.
Get out and get a change.
Fold it up.
I can't remember. I have to work out which button is folded up.
X. It's the same button.
I'm using a gamepad.
Just press X. It's fine.
I'm afraid my internet's gonna drop.
Oh,
so if you lose me,
I started
that's why.
Another GT save on Motorsport Manager, and I forgot that their ERS doesn't do hybrid mode.
I haven't done it. I haven't done anything with the GT. I've had it, but I don't.
You're back in that party, David.
Well, they have 3-stage qualifying and like F1.
Yeah.
And they have ERS, but not the advanced one like they have in the Endurance DLC.
But yeah, no hybrid mode. Yeah.
Yeah, theirs only does the power mode. But I think you can, with the DLC, you can vote in the one.
Yeah, I'm going to start an actual endurance season because the one I did, that race I did, really just a one-off to have something to do for 5 hours. But
it was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so good.
What position did you come in?
So good.
It's actually easy to be competitive, but it is hard to win with the new team.
Oh yeah, you're not going to win for 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, I knew the fact that I moved up 1 position in 5 hours, I was thrilled with that. I was thrilled. Yeah, I'll have that. That's perfect.
That first race, I don't even think I paid attention to that race because we finished last. Because you have no drivers, no designers, right, and no money really, and it's not even so much the money; it's the time. You don't have time to build a new engine before the first race of the season anyway. So, better off spending your money on pit crews and stuff like that. Yeah,
an endurance racing it's not difficult. It's make less pit stops than everybody else.
Yeah,
that's how you win endurance races, or be so much faster than everybody else that it doesn't matter. But when you're a brand new team, you're not going to be that guy. So,
yeah, the less pit stops, I think, is going to be the way to go. In this game, just bolt on the hard tires and just go. It'll help if you qualify. It's hard to make that when you qualify in the back.
Yeah. Well, right, because then you got to play catch up. So your strategy goes out the window. But if you can, I made 2 less pit stops than the leader, which is why I picked up 1 position. Okay. Yeah, good enough. I'll take it.
How does reliability work in that, though? Do the AI suddenly become super reliable after a couple of races?
I don't know.
It takes half a season.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
I expected there to be a lot more failures in that first race than there were. I really did. Yeah. There weren't any. There was 1, actually. One. It's
weird because failure. B class doesn't break down. A class has a lot of fail to the 4th race of the season.
By the time
which
they
kind of makes sense because A class is the more advanced cars.
Right. And that's generally how it works. Watch the prologue at Imola and see how many cars actually finish the race.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Especially, with the new hybrid systems and the, 1100 horsepower and all that. It's not so much going to be, I don't think it's going to be engines and gearbox. I think it's going to be brakes. I think brakes are just going to fail.
Yeah.
Because they're asking the brakes to do so much more work now. Not only slowing the car down, but that's where you get your regenerative energy from. So
have they resurfaced that track then? Because it was very bumpy, wasn't it? It's
an old track. I don't think I don't think they've resurfaced Imola, have they? I know they changed they got rid of the sausage curbs at the first chicane. Other than that, I don't know what else they've done. Yeah, well, because they had to, because not so much for the Formula 1 guys, but for the sports cars, because they're so much wider. Everybody was complaining. I think that's the line. We need to be there. Okay, we'll take those off.
Okay, but how is F1 with electric F1 cars now? Then?
Who cares? It's not racing. Electric cars. You know what? Whatever. Okay, yeah, but I'm old. I get it. But
F1 cars have electric cars now.
Well, they have hybrid technology, but they're not electric.
No,
they just make them pull out of the corners faster.
That's Formula E armor. It's not F1.
Yeah,
F1 is a branded category. F1 is a branded formula. Formula E is electric cars.
My thing with electric cars is I'm old. I get it, but I noticed that Codemasters hasn't made a Formula E sim yet. So what does that tell you? Nobody gives a shit. That's what.
Most of Formula E has a partnership with Forza, but I don't think it's big enough.
The fact that they put every kind of car you could possibly imagine into Project Cars 2, but no Formula E cars. So, although you can't have Formula 1 cars in any racing sim now, except for licensed ones anyway.
And that is F1 17 Cool Monsters, or what?
Yeah, you can't make mods for Formula 1 cars because they hunt you down. Make your mods come down. Take your mods down. They threaten to sue race department for some ridiculous sum of money, like $200 million or whatever. Race department's like, what the fuck's the matter with you? We're lucky if we make $100 a week.
They are very hawkish with their copyright.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're part of the race department.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big race department. I like race department. Why, do you have an issue with race department?
No, that's where I did my league racing.
Oh. Yeah, I don't do, I'm not actively involved in the community or anything, but I really like race department. I am a member I pay to be a member of race department because I like the fact that their mods are good. They're all in one place. That's a decent place to go get them. it's pretty informative.
And the fact that if you sign up for a league to do league racing with them, you have to use your real name.
Yes, which is another. Well, you know what I just started doing, and I haven't actually done a race yet, but I have done a couple practice sessions. Is the sim racing system with Assetto Corsa? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like iRacing for Assetto Corsa, and it's really, really good. Now, unfortunately, the first practice session I did with them was on Paul Ricard, and I kept getting lost, but because that track is just confusing as fuck. But it's really good, and again, you have to use your real name. You know, no usernames or any of that. And they have a ranking system and all that. So, because like I have a pretty high I rating, but I got a really low SRS rating because I've only ever done the practice session. Yeah. And I kept having to pull over and be like, I don't know where I'm supposed to turn next. I don't know what configuration of track we're actually on.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it in a sec.
But for free, you know, iRacing is expensive, especially if you really get into it. You know, you're looking at a couple $1,000 to buy everything, right? Don't have to license all the content.
Mm.
Yep.
Whereas, you know, the SRS system is basically free minus the cost of Assetto Corsa. So, and all the mods they use they're easy to download. They work. So
I may as well just park at the end of the fields. Are you going to get all of them?
I don't think I'll get. I'm going to have one more pass.
Yeah, so I'll just park here.
Just park on
sort the kids out. Yeah.
Yep. Like iRacing they just announced their Black Friday sale. The year renewal is $89, which is twice what it was last year.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
2 years, $149, and unlike most years, you can only use the code once, so you can't stack them up for 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they got wise to that.
Well, the thing is it doesn't cost them any money. I don't know why they. You know, I would have much rather drop $200 on 5 years worth of renewals than $100 on 1 year. You know what I mean? But okay, whatever. Now, am I gonna?
Well, they might figure it out when they actually look at the in statement and they're like, "Hey, we didn't make any money."
I think the thing that they're making so much money off of dirt right now.
Yeah.
That I still have not bought a dirt car or a dirt track.
Yeah.
Because I have zero interest in being yelled at by all the dirt. I mean, that's why I don't race NASCAR in iRacing either, or rarely do I race NASCAR because I just don't want to get yelled at by all the Darrell Waltrip, Dale Earnhardt, Kyle Busch, fucking
12-year-olds,
Boyer experts.
Yeah.
Well, my father went to a NASCAR race once, and you're doing it wrong. Oh, I know. I was the very first Black Hole Motorsports NASCAR World Champion. I may know a little something about racing NASCAR, but clearly I'm doing it wrong because you're 14 and your dad went to a NASCAR race once. So, just annoys me. So I don't do it. You don't get that in IndyCar. You don't get it in IndyCar. IndyCar guys are, for the most part, very helpful. You have two kinds of drivers in IndyCar. They're either very helpful or they're complete assholes. But at least there's no middle ground. So okay, I can live with that. And the GT3 guys were all just lunatics, and you know that going in, so okay, you know.
A lot of the road stuff, everyone is much more mature, and then you get some of the Europeans who see the American tags and they just
they hate it.
Flip you off as they go by.
They hate it.
Like they're virtually flipping you off.
Yeah. I have yet to finish a GT3 race at Spa, which is my favorite track in the entire world, because I get taken out going up Eau Rouge every single time I race there. It's like, get out of here, you don't belong here. Okay, I get it, whatever. I'm gonna win a race there one day, and I'm gonna virtually flip everybody off at the end of the race. I'm gonna start finish line and do burnouts until I get banned from iRacing, just so I say, yeah, look, I won. Fine. The thing about iRacing is that obviously the lower your I rating and you're stuck in with the guys who maybe aren't as serious about it as other people, you're gonna have to kind of live with that. You know what I mean? Once you get up into the high I rating races, I rarely have an issue. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot of first turn is always going to be carnage because everybody wants to be there at the same time, and that's your best chance of passing anybody is at the start of a race. But I still enjoy it, so I still pay for it. Now, I don't know about this year, because $90. I was counting on it being $50 again this year. $90? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have $90 to spend on iRacing. Oh, it may be a month-to-month deal for me for a minute. Too many Farm Sim fucking DLCs coming out this year. I don't have money for it.
Spend all the money on Farm Simulator.
I gotta. Farm Sim is, that's always going to be the thing, but there's just too much stuff coming out for Farm Sim this year that I don't have the money to kind of spend on other stuff. Oh,
Farm Sim this month have 3 DLCs.
Is this all the Is this all?
No, you have a bit up on field 12.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I've got a corn header though. Is there anything I can do with this? No.
Sunflower up there.
Leave it
you
there.
Have some road David planted. Sunflower up there.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Okay, then pick up it.
Have we done the sugar beets yet?
Yeah, sugar beets are done.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought I was going to do the sugar.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. So we're done.
Yeah, you harvest everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just cultivating because I never got these effects in when I played.
I'm faster.
Probably. Until I put my foot all the way down.
I'm a foot down.
I'm lighter than you.
Combine racing. There you go.
Helping turn him.
Right, so explain to me who you were playing turn there, Armor. You were VP.
I don't know who was helping, but it didn't affect me any, so whatever.
I turned you.
No, you were the only one that turned.
I hit him in the side, so he turned up a bit.
He did turn me a little bit. I'll give him that.
Oh, we don't have that green and yellow tractor in Fs15.
But I was faster.
No, that's 13 pure.
Yeah, it stopped in 15. Which is too bad because I think I still think, well, the Deutz, the Agristar is probably the best modeled tractor that they've ever done, detail-wise.
Yeah.
But that one's pretty good, too. The turbo on that. I don't know what it is. It looks good. I don't like the tractor per se, but the modeling of it is fantastic.
Well, it's funny, you go back and look and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that was part of the game and now we don't even have it anymore.
Like the Big M.
That was my favorite 13 early game tractor.
The Big M not coming in to 15 was a massive...
yeah.
Like, just look at the turbo on this. It just looks good. Now the exhaust pipe is kind of messed up, but the details of it are really good. And then you look at the Agristar, and it's like, wow.
But you look at the Big M then, and you look at the butterfly mowers now are more or less the same size as the Big M.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go away and buy a big...
The Big M is it's a lot of money to spend. If you're playing a money game, it's a lot of money to spend for one use, because that's all you can do.
Yeah, whereas now you can do the same with the butterfly mowers, basically.
You can get 13 meters out of a set of butterflies, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the Big X doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it does as a Giants mod.
It does. It's the 580.
It's a mod.
As opposed to the...
Not in-game anymore.
I like the 580 better, to be honest.
Yeah.
Have you seen the sun muffler on the Big X in real life? They are huge.
Yeah. Well, they would be a massive engine.
Was it almost 1 meter wide?
Yeah.
This circle. Well,
they have a huge. These things. The 1100 has a massive. They still they run the MAN engine. They used to run Scania engines. Now they run the MAN engine.
This has 1,100. 1,100.
Is it? Yeah, it's 1,070 horsepower. I think is what it.
Yeah.
1,340.
Is that not why it's called 1100?
Yeah.
No, 1,440.
Or is it more? Yeah, it's more than 1,100 actually.
Yeah, so it's going round 1,100, which is why it's a Big X 1100.
Yeah, but I mean that's a lot of horsepower when you think about it. It's a 12-cylinder engine.
Yeah, just to chop up.
It's not even 100. It's lower than 100. It's 1,034 only.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's close enough.
Close enough.
I mean, it sounds better than calling it the Big X1000. 1100 sounds better. Well, I think it's more
same as they do with bikes. They've just rounded to something that sounds good.
Right. Whether it's
Big X10 doesn't sound as good as a Big X11.
Like grass is probably not. It's like it doesn't struggle with, but corn. You know what I mean? That's where you really need the chopping power. So that's really what this is for. I mean, it's cool. I like it, but I like the 580. I think it looks better.
Yeah, the
better. One I use. It's the one I hire in whenever I need to chop it. It's kind of like this thing. I don't like the case stuff as much as I like the New Holland stuff, even though technically they're exactly the same.
The case is
made in the same factory by the same people, and and all that. But I like the New Holland stuff better. All right. Well, I guess that's that. Is that it? Yeah.
Where are you? I cannot see you.
I am.
Unless you want to go plowing or cultivating or.
Well, it looks like he's right here by the crone.
I am standing right between the crone and the piece harvester.
You were not there.
Well, I am. Just idiots like I can see all of you guys.
He's a ghost.
It happens occasionally. So anyway, there you go, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the trip down memory lane. First from Farm Sim 13 to Farm Sim 15, and now Tuesday back to Farm Sim 17 and the Platinum DLC. You're going to want to tune in for that 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless something comes up. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing it on that day because we think we're going to get it Monday night. So if we don't, I will, as soon as we get it, I will go live with it, and you'll see it. So make sure you followed me on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube, click the little bell on YouTube to be notified of when I go live, because you're not going to want to miss the first Monkey Show having a faff with all the new equipment. We're just going to buy all the equipment in, just kind of comb over it, look at it, talk about it, make shit up about it, because we won't know anything about it, so we'll just make it up. And have a go with it, basically, you know what I mean? And hopefully we see some red dirt on the sides of tractors, because that would be epic. Also, remember, the Monkey Show Gives Back Christmas charity event is still ongoing. If you're interested in giving us a donation for a deserving family to be able to open some Christmas presents on Christmas morning, the links are always active. They're on the Twitch page, the YouTube page, and on my Facebook page, Bipolar Profit Gaming on Facebook. If you do donate after the stream ends, I still get a notification, and I'll make sure to shout you out at the next stream. And thank you very much. Thanks to everybody who's already donated. Thanks to the Monkey Show for hanging out. We've had a lot of fun with this going back in time thing. Looking forward to getting back to 17. And getting into some red dirt and growing some sugar cane and getting to use some cool equipment. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. And this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.